Tanya.
Hi, Anna.
How are you?
Good.
Good. We're awesome. We're from
Hawaii. and the
Paradise Patriots. We got a friend with us today. We're going to give him an honorary award, Mr. Richard Onishi.
Richard Onishi, State Rep.
State Rep, District 3, right? House of Representatives.
What award
Hawaii.
are we giving him?
He's going to get the Babooze Award. The world's biggest babooze. As it relates to, we hereby recognize as the most untrustworthy legislator of the 2017 legislative session. And we're telling you, there was a fight over this award. So many people were in line for it.
There were so many people.
So many people were in line for it, but Richard takes the cake. Why does he take the cake?
Well, let's start with HB 1469.
That was the winning. That was the winning vote. HB 1469. Okay, so we're going to give you our layperson's rundown of how this went. So it started out awesome. It was going to be a renovation bill for a district in Hilo. Mm-hmm. 15 sponsors, no problem. And as it got closer to the deadline of the legislative session coming to an end,
bill, yeah.
Right, Friday, it was in committee.
It was in the conference committee, correct?
And it got the famous gutting and stuffing. And stuffing. And stuffing that bill with what? Favors for donors.
Yeah, see? Because
So,
I need more.
you're gonna, and that's what the papers looked like when they came out of committee. So here's what happened. So what got added into that bill, and once it's in committee, right, it would have not come up for another hearing, so we wouldn't have been able to weigh in on it. Right? None of the public would have been able to weigh in on it. Really, just makes a laughing stock out of the democratic process. But anyway, so it morphed into a sweetheart deal for existing tenants on any state land, including UH and TMT. So for me, one of the biggest issues was he's going to circumvent democracy, the democratic process, in action, because the TMT's just finishing up their contested case. Right. They're bringing their findings of facts coming forward. Right. And there's another request for a contested case, I think, that just was maybe filed, I think maybe Monday, I'm not sure, but somewhere around there. So there's more to that than that needs to still play itself out. So what does Richard do? He adds it, tags it into this bill, which would not have had a hearing. Now, under existing law, leases of state lands can't exceed 65 years, and then they need to go back out for auction. The policy is that any lease longer than 65 years is essentially a sale of land. So to be fair, you have to put it up for auction to allow new parties to bid on the lease.
Right.
But this conference committee just signed off on a final version of the bill that amended that section of the law that governs state leases, and it eliminated the 65-year limit on any new or existing lease on any state lands. Basically, it turned tenants into potential owners of state land.
Wow.
Wow is right.
Wow. That's a big face palm.
Right? That's a big slaps, cracks, and calms.
It's a live meme for you.
Oh, man. Uh-huh. It also eliminated the land board's right to access certain information from lessees, making it optional, who sell, assign, or sublease state lands.
What
which
were you
means,
thinking, Rich?
Oh, he was thinking. He just wasn't thinking about us. But he was thinking, right? That's why I think people who say that he's clueless and on are like, oh, no. This man is.
No, this was
he
actually
knows
a
what
really
he's
good
doing.
political move if it would have worked.
And he knows who his bosses are, and it's not us. So, anyway, so it eliminates the land board's right. Well, we talked about that, which means an existing tenant can get an extension of a lease, turn around and sell it or sublease it for a profit, and the state can't take action. Some of the language that specifically applied to the TMT lease was added. It allows the land board to extend a lease in perpetuity to any person or entity, including any school, government entity, or nonprofit organization, upon approval of a development agreement proposed by the lessee to make substantial improvements or construction, new improvements, and no auction or separate public process is needed.
So the land board could extend the UH and or the TMT lease at the same time it approves the construction or agreement to improve the area. Totally circumventing the democratic process.
Yeah. Just remember, if you're... So
the bill was killed.
it was killed. And why was it killed? We'll tell you why it was killed. It was killed because of action on the internet. Because Big Island Progressives, I have to say, circulated, along with a lot of other political action groups on Facebook, and everybody sat up that night and
This
wrote
is the real reason we're on Facebook. It's
Right,
not to
I know,
see what you had
right?
for dinner.
and wrote in testimony to I can't even remember how many. There was lists and lists and lists of who to contact. Basically, all of our reps and all of our senators. And oppose this. So the feedback we got that over 200 comments were received, and that's why they decided to not let the bill come to the floor. So political action works. Social media is awesome. It's awesome.
Babooze award goes to Richard Onishi.
Babooze, you're going to get this in the mail, Babooze. We're going to send them to you. Anna, Tanya, right? We watching, bruh. We watching not only you, we're watching everybody else.
But we
too,
also
so
want to
just
thank
remember.
everyone who submitted testimony.
Yes, and who were on it. Who were on it.
So thanks for being on Facebook and email and wherever else you are.
If you're not on
staying
those,
active.
Yeah, and if you're not on those pages, get on them. Simple letter. It's not rocket science. And a lot of times they'll have sample testimonies. You just agree to it and press the button.
I hope this was helpful. Thanks, Richard.
I like to see you.
I'm Tanya.
And I'm Anna.
We're the Paradise Patriots.
Paradise Patriots.
Aloha.